Hi everybody, Mayor Dan Toland here. Just another weekly update for everybody. Let's start with hopefully everybody had a great 4th of July weekend. They practiced their social distancing and wearing their mask, but still had a great time celebrating with family and friends. We want to have fun, but we don't want to create problems at the same time. So today I just want to go over some local and state updates on COVID for you. Then later on we'll talk a little bit about the flooding last week. I'm sure by now most of you have seen that last Friday the Pierce County Health Department released a joint statement with Bros Sports Bar and Grill, who have been very helpful throughout this, regarding the 3 employees who have tested positive for COVID-19. You can find the statement with more information at the website listed below. So let's start with our slides. In slide 1 you'll see as of July 6th there have been 315 total confirmed cases in St. Croix County and Pierce County combined. In Wisconsin, there have been over 31,000 confirmed cases with 796 deaths reported. The state set a new single-day case record on Saturday when health officials reported 738 new confirmed cases over a 24-hour period. In slide 2, state officials said that this spike in cases is driven in part by an increase in testing and infections among younger people. As of Saturday, 24% of all COVID-19 cases in Wisconsin were people between the ages of 20 and 29, the most of any age group. So let's continue to encourage not only our young people, but every one of us to wear masks in public places. It is still the easiest way to help the spread of this disease. And in slide 3, in this week's gating criteria checkup, it remains similar to last week, though the last column has now moved from red to green. This indicates a decrease in cases among healthcare workers. But remember, these grading criteria are for the state and do not apply to our region. In slide 4, you can see that we continue to meet city benchmarks for PPE, protection and testing capacity in the River Falls area. For a list of area testing locations, please check our website below. I want to mention that the state has developed a new data dashboard to help our counties monitor COVID-19's activity level and response. The dashboard considers all the numbers over a 2-week period. All the numbers factored together determined what they call the activity level of the pandemic per county. As of now, both of our counties have activity levels in the high range. The dashboard is updated each Wednesday, and you can find a link to it on the website below. I also want to emphasize the fact that we're watching this and other data carefully and are communicating on a regular basis with our public health officials. That way we can determine our course of action moving forward. For now, we continue to operate in phase 2 of our Crushing COVID plan, which you can find at the website below. Now I want to take a minute to talk about last week's flood and effects on our community. We had more than 8 inches of rain in about 12 hours, which caused the Caney to swell to levels most people have never seen. It also caused flooded basements and some public property damage too. I know many of you are still dealing with the after effects of the storm. I know this sucks having to go through this, especially during a pandemic, not to mention temperatures in the 90s. If you need help with flood recovery, please call 211 to find out resources that might be available to you. The city also has to shut down a couple of roads, including Powell Avenue, because of the flooding. Luckily, we were able to make a quick repair and the road was in working order by Thursday afternoon. Some cleanup efforts will take longer, particularly in more natural areas around the river and in Lower Glen Park. I want to end by saying that I am proud of you and our community for weathering the storms of 2020. It's been a rough year so far, but please remember that there are still plenty of things in our lives to be thankful for and happy about. We just need to remember those sometimes and concentrate on them. Please continue to be vigilant in our prevention efforts, social distancing whenever possible, and wear a mask when out in public. All of the health officials and organizations can't all be wrong about wearing masks. It's simple and easy, especially as cases rise in our area and across the country. We need your help now more than ever to keep the pandemic at bay. We also need your help to ensure that our businesses stay open and safe during our current recovery phase. Please continue to be vigilant in following prevention guidelines when our local businesses. We cannot control what other people do, but we can control our own actions when we are out in public. If not, we may run the risk of retreating to phase 1. And I, for one, don't want to move backwards, and I'm sure you don't either. So please, let's do what we have to. That's it for now, so I'll see you next week. In the meantime, be safe, be careful, and if you have any questions or comments, please don't hesitate to call me or send an email to me at dtoland@rfcity.org. Thanks now. Be safe.